include the most important accoutrements of Vrislav, his trained hawk and his fast horse. The winter rains had washed through the roads to the south, sending much of the west wailed, spilling into Valenwood. The Emperor took the northern route, and King Vrislav, with a small patrol of guards, met him at a low pass of what is now the Gold Road. The Emperor's army, it is said, was so large that the beast of Anakina could hear its march from hundreds of miles away, and despite himself, the chroniclers say, he quaked in fear. Vrislav, it was said, did not quake. With perfect politeness, he told the Emperor that his party was too large to be accommodated in the tiny kingdom of Skingrad. Next time, Vrislav said, right before you come. The Emperor was like most Alessian emperors, not a man of great humor, and he thought Vrislav touched by Skyryim. He ordered his personal guards to arrest the poor madman, but at that moment the king of Skingrad raised his arm and sent his hawk flying into the sky. It was a signal his army had been waiting for. The Alessian were all within the pass and the range of their arrows. King Vrislav and his guard began riding westward, as fast as they had been kissed by wild Kinnerth, as the chroniclers said. He did not dare to look behind him, but his plan went faultlessly. The far eastern end of the pass was sealed by rolling boulders, giving the Alessian no direction to go but westward. The Skingrad archers rained arrows down upon the Imperial army from far above on the plateaus. Remaining safe from reprisal, the furious Emperor Gorius chased Vrislav from the Weald to the highlands, leaving Skingrad far behind. All the while his army growing steadily smaller and smaller. In the ancient highland forest, the Imperial army met the army of Vrislav's father-in-law, the king of Kvatch. The Alessian army likely still outnumbered their opponents, but they were exhausted, and their morale had been obliterated by the chase amid a sea of arrows. After an hour's battle, they retreated north into what is now the Imperial Reserve, and from there further north and east to slip back to nurse their wounds and pride in Nibene. It was the beginning of the end of the Alessian hegemony. The kings of the Clovian West joined with Kvatch and Skingrad to resist imperial incursions. The clan Durrani, under Rain, was inspired to outlaw the religion of the Alessian reform throughout his lands in High Rock, and began pushing into imperial territories. The new High Chief of SKYRIM, Hog, now called Hog Merkiller, though sharing the Emperor's official xenophobia, also joined the resistance. His higher, King Ysmir Wolfarth of Atmora, helped continue the struggle upon Hog's death in battle, and also ensured his place in history. The heroic king of Skingrad, who faced the Emperor's army virtually alone and triggered its end, justly deserves his sobriquet of Vrislav the Righteous. Wow. Hello. It's 7 in the morning. What happened here, I wonder? Key. Still slow. Uh-oh. There we go. Wow. Nothing in here. There's a bed. Whoa. Song. That's it then?